Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Ideal Life Accelerator. I am Justin Wink, Ph.D., here to do a little transformational coaching and some one-on-one hot seat stuff as well. So I already got people here in the rooms. Looking forward to when we go exclusive behind the doors. We're going to shut off this live stream and do some little one-on-one coaching hot seat style. So that means I only have 5 slots each week. If you've got one of the slots, then that means you can come to me with a challenge, a struggle, and gonna help you get through it, faster, more effectively, and more funnily. Um, I mean, what's more fun than making up new words like funnily, right? So we're gonna, before that though, give a little something that can just make your life easier, more enjoyable, and in general. So this is something you can share with anyone around you, anybody that you care about, because we're streaming this to YouTube, we're streaming it to Facebook, and we're streaming it on LinkedIn. So welcome and hello to everybody there. So good to have you. And as you're joining, coming in, make sure you are liking, subscribing, commenting, all that stuff that helps out, lets us get out to more and more people. So the thing that I'm going to be talking about today is, what are your filters? Because last week I was talking about what is the most valuable thing that you have, and that's your attention. And that when you place your attention consciously on something you want, you're way more likely to actually get that. And that's why, like so many other people, entities, corporations, whatever, are always trying to get your attention so that they can get you to do what they want. And I want you to do what you want. That's kind of one of the things that I'm all about, and one of the things that these sessions are all about. So I call it the Ideal Life Accelerator, because it's your life and what's ideal for you, and how do we accelerate that. So today is all about filters. So really had, do I have them? I still, I do, is, so, we're not always, looking and taking in everything consciously. We have some filters. We have some things that we're like, I'm going to ignore that. And then other things that this is more important. And so last week here in California anyway, and I think other parts of the US and probably parts of the world as well, there was a solar eclipse, which apparently there's a solar eclipse that happens about once a year somewhere on this earth. The key is somewhere on this earth. It's a big earth. So depending on where you are, you might not see an eclipse, might go many, many years. And I was like, oh, this is cool. Let me go check it out. And what's one thing you're not supposed to do with the sun? It's like, look directly at it, right? So it's like, well, then how do you see the eclipse, which is the sun being covered up by the moon, if you're not supposed to look at the thing? And the answer is, there are special glasses, lenses, that filter out most of the harmful rays of the sun. And they look like these stylish things. I made it even more stylish because I had a little sticker with my name, so I know these are mine. But I put these on, and I can't see anything. I can't see a damn thing. I can't see the screen. I can't see my own hand in front of my face. It's just dark. But when you take this filter and you look directly at the sun, what you see is only what you're meant to see, which is the shape of the sun, and then it getting eclipsed by the moon. It looks really, really cool. I was out with a friend at a hiking trail, and people would walk by and be like, what are you guys doing? What is this? Like, well, we're looking at the eclipse. And they're like, there's an eclipse going on? And it's like, yeah, and hand them the glasses, and they put it on, and they go like, oh my gosh, it's so clear right now. And you might be going like, okay, well, Justin, what does this have to do with my life? And what it has to do with is, if there's something in your life that maybe you want, but you're having a trouble getting it, it might be you're taking in too much information. You might be allowing too much stuff to distract you, things like that. So maybe you need to find your own version of the filter that allows you to see what it is that only matters and get rid of anything else. So a good example of this is, this week I am writing a book. And some of you might be going like, that doesn't make any sense. Who writes a book in a week? Well, I do. Hundreds of other people have done it, probably thousands. And it's, how am I doing it? It's because I've got my book writing blinders on. That is my focus for this week. So I've cleared my schedule other than things that are super, super important like this, like talking to you guys out there. So getting the clear, anything, if someone comes and goes like, hey, I want this, I want that, I go, that's great. That's next week. This is book writing. This is book writing week. So I have my book writing focused blinders on, and I've done this before and it works. And so if there's something in your life that you haven't brought in yet, you might be going, okay, what do I need to cut out? What filter do I need to put on so that I can get rid of the noise? So, my background is electrical engineering, and we're all about filters. And so in audio, it's oftentimes there could be like high pitched hums and things like that can just be annoying. Just zzz. So you just have something called a low pass filter, and then you just hear the things that are important, which is the vocal part of the audio spectrum, which is at lower frequencies compared to like high pitched noise that is a lot more common. The other flip side to there being not too much stuff and you need to filter stuff out is you might already have some blinders on that you're not even recognizing, which is something that is really helpful to have good friends or coaches like myself that can kind of go, hey, have you seen this or noticed this? Because kind of what happens is, anybody been noticing like maybe they've been having like some challenging things happen in their life where, because I know even myself, I know there's some horrible, crazy stuff going on in the world, and my heart goes out, and I really want, I ultimately would like, people that just want to like live in love and harmony and all that to be able to do that without harming. um, you know, Often with that, then there's stuff that's also going on in our personal lives, and that's where I'm going to bring it back to, because there's some of us are in positions where we can impact these things in the world, and if you can do it, then others of us, it's the way we sometimes make the entire world a better place is to make our local world a better place. And if you've been noticing problems in your local world, like maybe people saying weird things, like I've had friends coming out of the blue and saying like banana stuff to me, and things that haven't been an issue for years, like street sweeping and parking, like it's a minor issue, but it's still an issue. And I'm like, why suddenly am I parking and I'm having trouble finding a place that isn't for street sweeping? Literally 2 times last week that became an issue. And I was like, what is going on with this? And then I was, the second time I was trying to see a friend, I'm like, hey, it's street sweeping day. I'm having a hard time parking to find you. And he was like, oh my gosh, my girlfriend's staying with me, and she's parked in the street sweeping zone. I better tell her, so that she can move her car. And if I hadn't been having sort of like those issues with the street sweeping, and that been on my mind and noticing it and then communicating that out, she would have probably I would have gotten a ticket, and she would have gotten a ticket. So some of these things that at first glance we might be like, well, this is annoying, this is frustrating, this is information to let us know that maybe there's a blinder on, a filter, that maybe we're ready, or it's necessary to take it off, or we're ready for this information, we're ready to pay attention to it, because it's going to bring something of benefit to ourselves, or even more importantly to other people. So I'd be really curious, if you can, in the comments, let me know, what part of your life do you feel like maybe you could you could use the benefit of filtering some more stuff out of your life? Like maybe there's some people that like it's time to just, not answer their text message right away. And then what are some areas where maybe, hey, it's time to pay attention. Like it's time to like take take these things off and really take a look and go, yeah, what is going on with my weight, or the pain in my body, or the frustrations I'm feeling at work? Like let me know, like where in your life do you need to either let more information in to do something about it, or maybe get rid of the noise. So leave a comment for that. So we're going to be moving over into the exclusive one-on-one hot seat coaching. And if you're like, hey, I would like that, because really, if you haven't experienced it with anyone, let alone with me, I highly suggest it. It's literally can change your life. let's be honest, like I'm not going to be able to, completely have your bank account go from, you owing $20,000 to $150,000 in 5 minutes. But I could plant the seed and make the shift, the whatever, so that that does happen over the next year or 2 years. So like something like that. How does that sound cool? Where it's like, yeah, you're not going to go from couch potato to Mr. Universe in the 5 minutes. But what if we get you, off the couch and on the moving, and maybe in 3 years you are Mr. or Ms. or they universe, whatever universe you want to be the master of. Maybe we'll just say master or mistress, just leader of the universe. You be the leader of the universe, whatever it is. But what if we get you going? What if we get you out of where you've been, which is maybe feeling stuck, like anxious, depressed, like the, and get you into like, you know what, I can do this. So that's what we're about to start. And so if you want to be a part of this next week's, go to justinwink.com/idealifex and get signed up, so that you make sure you don't miss out on having a spot. And so if anything in this session inspired you in any way and you want to like let somebody know, please share this with them. And if something I said really opened your eyes and you're like, okay, I needed to hear that, I never thought of that in that way, please comment below, whether you're seeing this on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, or TikTok. And I have this 30-minute session where I'm doing this the first, second, and third week of every Wednesday till the end of the year, and then I choose 5 people to do some behind doors hot seat one-on-one coaching. It's the Ideal Life Accelerator, one-on-one coaching and transformation, and it's going to give you valuable insights and transformational coaching to bring you one step closer to your ideal life. Just go to justinwink.com/ideallifex. Sign up there now. And remember to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss future live streams like this. It's at Justin Wink Ph.D. on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn. So thanks, everybody. I'm going to catch the rest of you later, and I'm going to go do some hot seat coaching. All right. Take care and see you next week. Next week's going to be a masterclass, actually. And so for that, just go to justinwink.com/ideallife. I'm going to be teaching you an amazing technique that I'll walk you through. So at the end, you'll actually have something that'll make your ideal life clearer and easier to work towards. So justinwink.com/ideallife. All right. Thanks, everybody. Good day.